Alright, we got game 2 here. Let's go. Moj, serve to Raul. Good serve. Chris has to kind of go over and gets it in. Serves into the net. Chris serve to Raul, makes him move a little bit. Chris feels the need to go over again. Let's go over this play. This play happens a lot. So, Chris is going over on 2. Raul should be a little bit further back to begin with, but this entire, 2/3 of the court's open. So Chris can put a pretty easy shot here. So when Chris is going over on 2, which, debatable whether he should or shouldn't be, but Raul should be cheating back in the middle to cover this area quickly. And then he has to decide, all right, once Chris does or doesn't go, he has to adjust back to his normal positioning. But he has to be able to cover Chris here, especially in our game. Maybe in a good game, people play differently, but in our game, people are doing that shot a lot. All right, motion into Raul, Chris. All right, let's Raul have a good play. Let's look at that set by Chris, though. So Chris is... I would have liked him to use his legs a little bit more. His feet end up in an okay spot, but he's doing a lot of the movement with his arms and kind of just pushing the ball with his hands instead of using his full body. Good play, though. Raul, tricky serve. Okay. I don't have much of a comment there. Moj, serve to Raul. He ends up having to use 2. That's a lift. Lift or double, maybe both. But they end up scoring. Nice serve. Chris has a good serve. Christian, good serve. Serves again. Chris handles it. Might be a lift. Doesn't get it through. Serves to Moj. Bad pass. Can he save it? No. Bad pass. Can he save it again? No. Alright, let's go again. Could maybe review those to see if there's any reasoning. I mean, we can go through each of these. So, I mean, that ball would have landed here. This is probably Moj's ball. I think he's where they started. Chris ended up getting this ball, but I mean, Chris is starting right in the middle. Moj should probably be standing here instead of way off to the left. I mean, look how much court Chris has to cover here. Chris has to cover, almost 3/4 of the court. I mean, he's a better player. Maybe he can cover more, but I think Moj should be standing here. Maybe this is actually a different play. Moj could be standing a little bit more to the right, and then that would have been Moj's ball. Let's see what happened on the other ones. So, I think I would have liked, Moj is just perfectly square. He's just looking forward right now. But I think, let's see. His initial stance was actually good. I liked his initial stance better. He was kind of squared to the right, but then he ends up being squared forward. And then he kind of hits the ball towards the left. If his body was squared looking to the right or the center of the court, right now he's squared this way. So the ball is going to most likely go this way or to the left. And that's what ends up happening. He should be facing more to the right. Let's see if the same thing happens again. That's a better serve, actually. He does try to make an adjustment, step backwards, but he should be curving. He puts his arms out, but I guess he should probably be lower and trying to curve his arms more to try to angle his arms to point to the right. Instead they're kind of still too open and it goes to the left. I don't know if that's a good explanation, but it's the best I can do. Alright, we already saw this one. Skip it. Okay. Chris, not a great pass. That looks weird, and that's what happens. Alright, a lot of serves from Christian, I should say. Okay. Yeah, that should be a 3-touch play. Rafa to Raul. Bad pass. A good save by Christian. Moj with the shorty. Serve to Raul. Not a good pass. Christian goes low, but not a bad save. Great set by Chris. Moj puts it away. Okay. Serve to Raul. Christian's going over on 2. Super early to this ball. I think Christian's not super confident in how he's going to play with Raul, so he's hitting over on 2 and intentionally a little bit more than usual. Oh, good spot. Okay, Moj can't get that ball. What? No way. That was insane. Nice. Moj's approach could have still been better there, but he got away with a good point. Alright, desperate. Hits by Chris, hits it over. Can't get that one through. Is there anything to comment upon? Let's see. It's not this one. So, I mean, this is not a fastball. Raul should be, like, he doesn't have to desperately use his hands here. He should be digging this or bumping this. And then he kind of doesn't give Christian that much time. So Christian kind of gives him it's a rushed set. He doesn't get there in time. But that play really started because, you know, he should be digging this ball up. Instead, he's just not giving Christian a lot of time to give him a good set. Chris-Raul makes him move a lot for that one. Christian going over on 2, gets it through. That ball's pretty tight. It's hard to set that when it's that tight. So I understand. Alright, not a bad pass by Moj. Good set. There was more appropriate. Christian goes over on 2 again. Tries to block. Oh, good quick touch. Can't get it through though. Okay. Wow, nice serve. I think that's clean. I don't know what just happened there. Let's try to look that back. Okay. Chris, super happy with that set. Serve. He pops it way up. This is too high to hand set in my opinion, and you can see the ball kind of lags in his hands. This one's actually not as bad as normal, but I think that's a lift. And then I don't know why Raul didn't go for this one. I think he just it's an approach, but I guess it was just too tight. Okay, fix it. Pass is too tight, can't fix. Okay, good save. That's a weird set. Alright, Chris trying to get tricky. Not a bad set. Puts it away. That looked good. Is that out? I think so, yeah. Christian does have a good set. Okay, I mean that's a good serve. That's an illegal play. We'll review that. I think they're discussing redoing that, and that's what happened. They ended up redoing it. But I mean, look, Moj is falling backwards, trying to hand set. Let's see what led to this. It's just you can't do that. I think that's just a double. Okay, nice shot. Can't get there in time. Let's see what happens here. It's weird. I'm not gonna pause it, but it seemed like a weird palm. That I think that was legal, but it was he didn't mean to hit it like that. I don't think. And then let's look before where Chris was. So, you know, Chris is at the net here, and he's kind of staying. Oh man. You know, he hits the ball. You know, he needs to get back to his spot. So Chris just identifies that and puts it to the open spot.